Welcome back to the Parlor City Voice podcast, the podcast about what's happening in and around the great city of Bluffton, Indiana. This is episode 8. Eight. You believe it?
I can.
I'm Councilman Rick Elwell, and this is Bluffton Mayor Scott Menser, and we've been doing this is our 8th time doing this, so we ought to be pretty good at it, huh?
Do you think we're good at it? Yeah.
I think we're doing okay.
Okay. All right. That's
My
fine.
wife rolls her eyes once in a while, but that's what wives do, right? Hey, before we begin, I wanted to just take a minute to mention we recently lost a community member, and I think it's important in light of the way we talk about mental health issues today, just to let you know that there's a phone number that you can call or text. There's a number you can call or text. It's 988, and 988 is the suicide and crisis lifeline. And if you feel like you're just in a bad place, maybe you're just having a dark moment, take the time to reach out to those folks. It could make a difference.
There are resources available.
There are resources available.
And it's important that you know how to get access to those resources. And that's part of the reason that we do this podcast, is to share information. And this is the appropriate time to make sure people are aware that that service, 988, exists.
You can text it, you can call it. It's simple. So with that, we'll begin. How are you?
Should we bring the big whiteboard out?
Already?
Whiteboard? All right,
Okay,
let's do
Quinn,
it.
the producer. All right, get the whiteboard. Fine.
Favorite part of my Tuesday, Scott.
Let's put the whiteboard up. All right. So probably the biggest event that's coming up right around the corner is the State of the City County address, which happens next week. It's at Club 250 Timber Ridge. I believe it is next Wednesday. And so let's talk about that for a minute.
Does that make me look younger, that picture? Have I aged since that picture was made?
Maybe a little.
A little? Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
So
yeah, this is the State of the City and County event.
Wait, you should have put a filter on that.
I don't even know what a filter.
Quinn, can you put a filter
I
on
don't
there?
even know what a filter.
I hate to break it to you, but there's already 4 on there.
Wow, you guys are like ganging up on me.
Feel the
today.
love, man. Oof. Anyway, please continue.
So, State of the City and State of the County. John Petro, the EMA director, is going to be delivering the State of the County address. I'll be delivering the State of the City. And surprise, it is not going to be like your typical State of the City address. Does that shock you?
Not a bit. I know you.
Now, I will not be bringing the whiteboard to the event.
No whiteboard at the
But
thing.
it's not going to be the typical State of the City address. So I would encourage you, if you're interested, to think, what is Mayor Menser going to pull? $17. You can figure it out. So
Have lunch with us and hang out and see what's happening. But yeah, it's
sponsored by our great chamber, great event, and I'm looking forward. I think I'm like on version 22 of my speech right now.
okay. Well, keep at it. You're doing it yourself, right? You're not like getting enhancements.
I may have gotten a little bit of AI help, but
Hey, I want to take a second, speaking of the chamber, to congratulate. We had our annual chamber dinner last night. This podcast is cut on Tuesdays. And so congratulations to our Educators of the Year, to AAM, which is our Business of the Year, and to a guy who I just have a lot of respect for, Roger Thornton. He was Citizen of the Year. So
can't be more proud of Roger. Well deserved.
Yep.
Roger's had a big impact on us from
Big
the City
time.
Council.
Big time.
And he's been a great support to me in the first few months of being mayor. So a big shout out to Roger.
And he's just an all-around good guy.
Yep, for
who
sure.
loves to fish. I got to respect that.
I'm not a fisherman, but
know
I'm
you're
sure
not.
that's very well deserved to be.
We'll get you in the boat one day.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
that's
all right,
fair.
all right.
So,
State of the City.
State of the
City
City.
County. Yep.
Be sure to check it out. $17. Again, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. So, forewarning: some people might not like the change. Some people might like the change. I don't know, but I'm going with my gut.
Man, I'm a little apprehensive now.
Are ya?
I don't like that sales pitch.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on, shall we? We have been spending a lot of time on this OOR grant, and I thought an update would be good.
Yeah, so we had our public hearing. That was last Tuesday at City Council meeting. We had a great turnout. We packed city council. That may be the largest crowd that we've had in city council.
Packed is an understatement.
We even had to reorient the chairs in order to get more people in.
Which, by the way, screwed with everybody that walked up the stairs. So if you've ever been in our council chambers, as long as I can remember, since I've been involved, the chair's set, you walk up and that's the back of the chair. You walk up the stairs, all the chairs are turned towards the side of the room. It was a big mental mess.
And a shout out to you, Mr. Elwell, because that changed our camera orientation. And I called on Rick to fix the camera, and you pulled through.
I didn't think about it. Nobody thought about it. And we're, 20 minutes from starting the meeting, it's like, uh-oh.
So here's where we're at.
Yep.
So last Tuesday, we had our public hearing meeting, and we asked for letters of support. We've been getting some letters of support. We can always use more. The deadline to get a letter of support into us is Friday. So on Friday, that's when we've got to wrap up our application. The application has to be officially submitted by Sunday. So we will work entirely through the weekend to make sure that application is as polished as we can get it.
Yeah.
And then Sunday the application will go in, and we'll have about a month to wait to see whether we actually were awarded the grant funds.
A month. How are you going to survive that?
Well, it's going to be tough, and the mayor is not going to be happy if we don't get that extra 0.38 points that we missed this.
I wondered if it would come up. There it is, 0.38. I want a T-shirt, 0.38.
I wanted T-shirts. I pitched for T-shirts to wear at the public hearing, but I got voted down on that.
Yeah.
So, letters of support, you got to the end of the week to get yours in. The more, the better. And then we've got 1 month to wait to see whether we get awarded the grant. And then once we hear that word, we'll start to begin the process. Now, the survey is still out there for people to fill out the survey, make your needs known. I would still encourage you, if you think you've got a need, fill out the survey. Now, here's the thing. This grant's got some particular requirements to be able to get access to these funds. That should not stop someone from filling out the survey.
Just to recap, where's the survey available?
The survey can be found on the city's website.
Okay, just want to make sure.
So even if you don't qualify for this grant, I would encourage you to fill out the survey, because we have other things that we're working on beyond this grant that may be able to help you.
And the big thing about this is the whole intent of this is to help people who might be in a position where they could possibly not be able to stay in their home if they don't get some of these issues taken care of. We want people to be proud of their homes, to own their homes, to stay in their homes, and if this can help, I think that's all of it. It's worth the effort.
And again, I want to emphasize, if you have a need, fill out the survey.
Right.
And what's going to happen is that's going to give us a whole database of needs across our community. And then we can take those needs and we can tailor other programs to help get the maximum amount of help out into the community.
This is just one resource. There are other resources.
There are. So, and we're going to talk about those in future podcasts. So, again, we can't respond to the needs if we don't know what those needs are. Right. And this survey is one way that we can quantify what those needs are.
So don't just think in your head, I'm never going to get that. So, don't think that way, because you very well could.
That's right.
All right.
Okay, so another quick update on the lead line replacement project. There is potholing going on right now, so we've talked about what potholing is in previous podcasts. But what I wanted to talk about tonight is that soon, if not already, 45-day notice letters have been mailed out. So if you get a 45-day notice letter, that means that your home has been confirmed that there is a lead line and you have the opportunity to get that replaced. So if you get that letter, we need you to respond. And what you have to do if you want to get access to a new line at no charge to you whatsoever is you have to complete a right of entry form. That form is available on our website. So go to our website, find the form. You can fill it out online. It's very easy to fill out online. But if we don't get the right of entry form from you, we're not able to go in and replace that line.
And once again, there's no cost.
There's no cost to the homeowner. So if you get one of these 45-day notices, that means we have confirmed you have a line that's eligible for replacement. So go to the website, fill out the right of entry form, and then you will get notified when we're ready to replace your line. Now that may not happen for a while. This is going to take a while to get through all the replacements.
It's a multi-phase project.
It is, but the first step is filling out the right of entry form. So please do that.
Okay. Ah, yes, the 4th of July. Do you know why this is important? Because this is our 250th year as a nation. And I'll tell you something about it. We have a lot of division in our country right now. And so we're putting on a celebration. We're putting on Wells County's 4th of July celebration in the city of Bluffton. And the intent is this, to come together as a community of people who live in this nation, have grown up in this nation, worked in this nation, and I'll tell you something, we want to do this as a non-political event. We have a lot of events planned. We have a big fireworks show, much bigger fireworks show, and I will tease this, probably like you haven't seen at too many fireworks shows, all right? There's a legal, okay bomb. There's a bomb involved. Now I'm going to tell you more about it, and it's completely okay. It's
Have you
safe.
passed this by the mayor yet?
No, when I pass it by the fire folks in the state, and they're good with it. So if they're good with it, I figure you're good with it.
A bomb.
It's terminology.
Okay.
Really, it's just terminology. Anyway, back to this celebration. So we got a patriotic parade that we're planning. Anything you want to slap some red, white, and blue on and drive through our parade, you can. Now, we'd like to keep political entries out because this isn't about politics. We don't care who you voted for. We want to celebrate as a community that we're in the greatest nation on the face of the earth, and we're here together. And we're going to have a concert. We've got a classic rock tribute band. We've got food vendors. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And talk about where all the events are going to happen.
All right. So we looked at this as we have a committee, and we looked at this really hard because typically here in the city of Bluffton, due to the requirements for fireworks, we typically do them down by Bluffton school campus. So we do that, and we're going to do fireworks there, but we're going to move everything else that we do before that to the downtown area. We're going to be downtown with our parade route, with our concert on the plaza, with our vendors, and a lot of our businesses will be open, and then we'll all kind of just jump and run and see the fireworks. And we'll have additional details around the corner. We've got some flyers and things we'll have out.
And so there are some fundraising activities going on for this celebration.
That's correct.
And the more we can raise, the more we can do. We want to make this a big event, so some of the business owners may get contacted by the committee to see whether they can chip in a little bit to add to the pot so we can do more and more. So if you feel like this is something that's worth supporting, we would appreciate that.
And you can contact Brandy at the Parks Department if you want to write us a check for $50 if you feel like you want to individually contribute. There are a number of businesses they're being contacted for sponsorship, and we had a number last year that really helped us on our fireworks event. I just got off the phone today with Jackson Construction, and they're kicking in, doing their best, and so we appreciate that.
Parlor City Brewing Company donated to the fireworks.
Outstanding.
So we appreciate them. I know we talk a lot on these podcasts about opportunities to do sponsorships and to donate towards events. We do that because we don't want it to be a tax burden on our citizens.
Right, for sure.
So this is an opportunity. 250 years.
It's a big deal. Only going to do it once.
I'm probably not going to see 300 years. So let's get out and make this thing.
I don't know. If Quinn puts another filter on, we might be able to make it happen.
Okay, with that.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Oh man, water tower.
Water towers.
Yeah,
So
what
why am
about
I
it?
talking about water towers? Well, I'm talking about water towers for a couple of reasons. One, this is our standard water tower that the city now uses. You can see one of these out on Dustman Road. You can see one of these
out north.
up north.
Yep.
This is our water tower out on Indiana Street. So on the west side of town, downtown. And this tower is pretty old.
It's really old, like super old, and it's a problem.
It's gone through a number of different rehabilitations. It's at the point that it really doesn't make sense to rehabilitate it anymore. So, Scott, why are you talking about this? Well, the reason I'm talking about this is I am actively involved right now in what's called a CPF request. Now, this is a federal request, so we're going directly to the federal government to try to get financial assistance. I'm not aware that the city has ever done this before.
I'm not aware of it either.
Maybe we have a long, long time ago, but certainly has never happened while I've been on city council, where we make a direct request to our state or our federal representative, and that is Marlon Stutzman,
Yep.
where we specifically ask for some funding for a project of need. Now, we did this last year, so I participated in it. At that point in time, I was just the president of city council, but I was adamant that we need to try to make our best effort to get access to federal funds. And so we did make application. We did not get awarded last year, but this is actually the 2025 project funding request, not 2026. But the reason I want to bring this up is there was 7 requests last year, 7, to Representative Stutzman's office.
Yep.
5 of them were by the city of Fort Wayne. There was only 2 other cities in his entire region that made a request. Bluffton was one of them. Now, we did not get awarded in 2025, but I am not going to let this pass by. We are going to submit every year, and we're going to force them to say no every year until they say yes. So this year we pivoted a little bit. Last year we made a request to help support some housing development, and again, we didn't get selected. So there was 4 projects that were funded. 3 of them were Fort Wayne projects. 1 of them was the city of Huntington. And what I learned through this process is that utility projects have a much better success ratio through these efforts. So this year we're going to pivot, and we're going to submit this water tower for federal funding. That's a $3.5 million water tower. So if we can get this funded through federal government monies, that is money that our utility payers they don't have to
bear the burden.
They don't have to bear the burden.
Right, 100%.
And it'll get a brand new water tower consistent with our other water towers into the west side of downtown.
Okay.
Now, if you want to help, here's Representative Stutzman's number.
Yep. Feel free
Fort Wayne number, Washington number. Feel free to give him a call, give him a little push. He's got to get it through Congress, so it's not all on him.
Right.
But my message is that we're going to continue to chase every opportunity we can to bring money back here to the city of Bluffton. And I just wanted to make people aware that even whether it's state money, we're going to go after that. Okra being state funded, federal money, we're going after that. And this is one more opportunity where we're going to make the ask. They can continue to tell us no, but every year we're going to go back and make another ask.
Take 5 minutes, call his office, tell him you need a water tower in Bluffton.
That's right.
Yep.
All right, Rick, I thought you would like this. We pivoted from the cats.
A dog.
A dog. We got a dog.
I love dogs.
Now, I do want to give a shout out to the Friends of the Shelter and our shelter. Through their efforts, we had a couple months of it cost you nothing to adopt a cat in our shelter. And that promotion is gone, but we were able to home 30 cats through that promotion. And I think that's pretty awesome.
That is great.
So a big shout out to the Friends of the Shelter. But today we wanted to feature Athena.
Athena is a spayed female husky mix. She's calm. She's got good character. And she's great with animals and kids. And she's a pretty dog.
Look at
that
those
dog.
blue
Look at those eyes,
I
Quinn.
mean,
she's staring right at you, man. She's saying, Quinn, come bail me out here. Help me out.
I feel it, Quinn. I feel it.
What do you think, Quinn?
I've got too many and 2 kids. Ain't happening.
Hey, Athena, check her out. Somebody out there will. I guarantee it.
All right, it is time.
That.
What is this, Rick? No clue. You want a hint?
Yeah, a little bit.
It is mounted to a bridge.
Some type of water/environmental sensor package. I'm a tech guy, so I could like pile it on deep.
Close.
I don't know. Does it?
It's mounted on the bridge that crosses 120 or crosses the Wabash River.
Does it count kayakers as they go underneath the bridge?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
So
It's not my wheelhouse.
this device measures our river level,
Oh,
and so in case we have approaching a flood event, it's going to send a signal.
wait a minute. Question. So are the wire ties recommended by the manufacturer? Because I typically don't see that in
These
a
are
lot
federally approved wire ties.
Yeah, that
I'm sure
doesn't
they're-
make me feel any
I'm
better
sure they're
about
made
it.
in America as well.
Okay.
So this is going to detect. Thanks, Rick. Thanks for going down that path. That's what you saw was the wire ties of all them.
I'm sorry, it's my wheel.
He's a professional, Scott. Come on.
I do a lot of engineering and install
And
stuff.
you're a tech guy.
I'm a tech guy, and I'm looking at that going, I might do that at my house. I don't know if I'd do it for somebody else.
So this measures the river level,
Okay.
and if it gets to the point where we need to start to be concerned about a flood situation, it's going to transmit a signal to our emergency
Okay.
offices to say, hey, we're getting to a point that we need to start to worry about that our river is rising and we may be approaching a flood event.
Okay.
So when you're crossing 124 or crossing the river, heading towards 124,
Yep. That's
heading
what
north,
that is, huh?
and you see that's what this is.
Yeah. So that's not Clint Eastwood's hat from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That's not what that is.
No.
Okay.
I just.
We should take an ink blot test sometime. I think that'd be interesting, don't you?
We're going to do that live.
Are we?
right here on this podcast.
Okay. Moving right along. All right. Well, community garden.
You think spring's close?
I hope so. I'm so tired of this.
So, community garden, we talked about that a couple of times. We've got 3 plots left in the community garden. Now, I know it's expensive. I get it. A 4x20 plot, it's going to set you back $10 for the entire season, but there's 3 left. So, get your plot on the community garden. It's going to be right out by the animal shelter. So, you can plant your garden, you can hop over to the shelter, you can adopt a cat
Or a dog.
or a dog.
Yeah. I think the response has been good on the garden. I think people like the concept. And 4 feet by 20 feet, you can get a lot done in that real estate.
So for $10, you get your own plot. You can plant there's a little bit of some restrictions, but not much. Plant pretty much whatever you want. And then we'll also have several plots that the Community Garden Task Force will manage themselves. So we'll plant those plots and they'll be available for people just to come harvest off of those plots.
I think that's outstanding.
So provide a little bit of opportunity for people who may need some fresh produce, and an opportunity for people maybe you've never gardened before. We're going to try to offer some classes on gardening, some classes on canning and other preservation opportunities, techniques.
I'll tell you what I learned, because we've had a garden around our place now for a lot of years. I didn't know this, but if you plant your garden near a walnut tree, there's things that won't grow.
And I have a ton of walnut trees.
I know you do, and I was like, I didn't know this.
And we've got a raised garden.
Yeah, nothing.
Nope. I won't even tell you how much money I have in that raised garden.
Would it be cheaper just
The
to go to
return
like
on investment
Kroger
on that
and buy
particular
the
raised garden is not good.
Yeah.
The return on investment on this 4x20 plot for $10, excellent.
Excellent. Okay, that's cool. A lot of things happening in the world of Parks and Rec, and we'll go through some of that. She's got a busy schedule. We have the leprechaun thing is interesting. I guess the way it works is there's a laminated leprechaun, and we want people to go out and try to find him, right? Does he have a name? Because I haven't read, I don't remember if he has a name. But anyway, Riley. His name's Riley. Riley the rascally leprechaun. Say that 10 times fast.
No.
Okay. So you can go out, you look for him. through March 11th. So now through tomorrow through March 11th. From date of the podcast, sorry. What else?
Well, we've got toddler time at the post office. So this is where toddlers get the behind the scenes look in the post office. So you get beyond the front counter, go into the back of the post office. And what I learned through this is, you can mail live insects, chicks through the post office.
I did not know that. I never mailed a live anything through the post office.
Do you think you could mail bees?
You can, actually. We'll talk about bees as we move forward in this podcast, but
you think there'll be an opportunity to talk about bees at some point in time?
I think there will.
Okay, so we're just teasing the bee thing.
Teasing the bee thing,
okay.
The beehive thing. Yep, got a lot going on with bees, but we won't talk about it right now. So there's Hue Can Paint, brought to you by the Bluffton Parks Department, and that's on March 30th, where you can get together and you can paint, right? I'm not a good painter. Painting is not my thing. It doesn't end well for me.
Yeah, me neither. And Rick, here's another opportunity. It's Theater Thursday. I always want to give you the opportunity to announce the movie.
Superman, March 19th, PG-13. Bring the family, bring the popcorn.
Well done.
Yeah,
Superman.
Thank you. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman the movie.
So, Parks Events.
Parks Events.
Check them out.
All right.
And it is time.
Oh, yes. Just Sayin. It's become a regular staple here on the podcast. Now, I will tell you something. We had some warm weather recently, right? And so...
Didn't last long.
Didn't last long. But people's driving habits, we need to talk about that for a minute. There's just a few things that I want to just pause on for a second. And I actually wrote them down because honestly, there's a lot here. So I'm going to try to condense this. 3 days ago, I was driving south on State Road 1, the North Main Street area, past KFC, Pizza Hut. Are you with me?
I'm with you.
Okay, so I'm in the left lane. I'm in a truck, so it's up a little bit higher than a lot of cars. I look over, and there's a lady driving her car with her knees while she's putting on makeup. Okay, are you with me? Now, here's the interesting thing. She wasn't swerving, all right? So what does that mean?
She was really good at it?
It means she's done this before, all right? Here's the thing. You don't drive your vehicle. I can't even hold a flashlight with my knees. I'm not going to drive with my knees. Look at her, she's putting her makeup on. She's doing the mascara, the whole thing. And I'm like, this is a no-no. So if you're out there and you're listening, don't put your makeup on while you're driving. Do not drive with your knees. It's not a good idea. I don't care if you're late for work. Just saying. But wait, there's more. Let's talk about turn signals for a second, can we? On the same day, I was behind a vehicle who stopped abruptly and turned without using the turn signal at all. All right, look, here's the thing. You're not in witness protection. All right, the turn signal's there for a reason. There is no such thing as blinker fluid, so it's not like you can say you're out. It's not a subscription device. It's free to use. It's part of your car. All right, it's simple. It's just use it. All right, it's driving me crazy. Oh, and then there was the guy who had his turn signal on for like 6.2 miles. He slowed down, right? It's like, is he really turning left? I don't know, because the turn signal, check your turn signal, people. Use the turn signal. Just saying. And then there's this. I asked Karen to put this graphic together because, well, I think we need to address this. This is a diagram of a two-lane road. All right? Now, I know that Kyle Randall has talked about this before, and I know we've talked about this before. When you're turning onto a two-lane road, if you're turning right, you stay in the lane closest to you. If you're turning left and you're in the left lane, you stay in that lane. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
I was turning the other day because I live on, a lot of people know where I live, Dustman Road, right? Turning on to Main Street. And I'm turning, and here comes a lady, and she's like steering a battleship, right? I mean, she's in a Toyota Corolla. She's right over into my lane instead of the lane she's supposed to be in. Look, it's real simple. It's actually in the Department of Motor Vehicles driving handbook, how to navigate a road like this. Why do we have to keep talking about it?
So, confession,
Yeah?
I've gotten a ticket for this.
Have you really? Well, now,
So
let's pause on that for a second.
So I was at the intersection where Hardee's is, right?
You got a ticket here for this?
I got a ticket here for this.
Oh, this is even
So
better.
I was turning right there on Hardee's, right, to head north. And now look.
Oh, here comes the justification. I
So
love
when
this
you're
part.
at that particular intersection, you can't see the northbound traffic very well.
Okay.
So you sort of have to scoot up
Right.
to be able to look left to see the
Right.
northbound traffic.
Right?
And in order, by the time you scoot up to make that turn in this lane is a little difficult.
It is difficult. It's a difficult turn. But the state doesn't recognize that as a difficult turn, and apparently neither did local law enforcement.
So I did the incorrect turn here, and the city of Bluffton Police Department pulled me over. I got a ticket. I went in front of Judge Bate, and Judge Bate said, "Scott, pay your ticket."
Hey, the ticket. You were going to argue were you going to argue the case?
And so again, full confession here. I wasn't really happy about it. I thought I was very nice to the officer when he pulled me over. But I got the ticket, and so I asked my wife to go out to Hardee's and to sit out there and watch how many people actually do
You
it correctly.
did not.
I did. And it turns out that at this particular intersection, about 90% of the drivers turn into the wrong lane. I felt a little picked on, Rick. So just to show that
Okay.
there's no special privilege here.
Right. The mayor got a ticket.
The
and he
mayor
paid
got a
it.
ticket. Now I wasn't mayor at the time.
Oh, okay. To be
But,
fair.
to be
All
fair.
right. Yeah. So should we get somebody from NDOT on the podcast, Scott, so we can argue this and see if we can?
I would like that particular intersection studied intensely.
Right.
And to make sure
all
that-
kidding aside, I think just about everybody that's made that particular turn would agree with you. I have one more site that we really need to talk about.
Okay.
And I saw this the other day. All right. This is North Main Street. I know it's kind of hard to see on the camera. All right. So to my right here is the new convenience store that's being built, along with Salvatore's, which is going to
Okay,
open
right,
soon. So
yep.
we can all get some gas station Italian, which I'm looking forward to. And so this lane, as most of us who live here knows, this lane ends up here about 100 yards or so, right? This is not a drag strip. You are not driving a dragster. You should remember that public courtesy dictates, just because you're sitting in your jacked up four-wheel drive diesel that's running a chip and running 16 gallons a second, you shouldn't think that you're going to be able to beat this guy over here. I've seen more accidents about happen here than I can count. Be courteous. All right, don't think you need to run up there in front of the pack and squeeze your way in just because you're special, because you're not. You're not special. All right? Just be courteous. Don't do your best drag car imitator, because you don't have a drag car, you got a Honda. All right? It's a minivan. It ain't going to happen for you. I'm just telling you right now. Just saying. I'm done.
Wow. That was intense.
I'm sorry.
Rick, I want you to know that I take it as a personal challenge. Whenever I am at that intersection and someone pulls up to me to the right, I put my car in sport mode and I look over and make eye contact with the person.
And
so
automatically
they know what's about
we're
to
on the
happen.
drag strip, right? We're on the drag strip when we do that. Okay.
Please, all direct messages go directly to Rick Elwell this week.
If this is a challenge for you, by all means, all right? But you're driving a car. You're driving, right? What do you drive?
I don't want to say.
Okay.
This seems a little pretentious. I drive a sedan.
Yes, you do.
I drive
It's
a
like,
sedan.
That is not a drag car. As a matter of fact,
Well,
I
it
wouldn't
can
go
be.
through a drive-through in that thing. But I'm just telling you right now, this is not a drag strip. All right? Just saying.
I'm on the left side. I want you to know I'm on the right side of history here, okay? I am not the guy on the right. I am the guy in the appropriate lane, and when someone
So
comes
you're
up
the
to
guy
me,
on the left.
exactly, and when someone
Making
comes
eye
up to me
contact.
to the
Okay.
right, I say, "Oh, okay, it's a challenge."
All right.
Just so you know.
I don't know. I've talked to a lot of people who treat this as a challenge. It's a race, right? So,
Well, and we know how well you execute races.
oh, had to bring that up. Get any tickets lately, Scott? Hey, you know what? It's time to wrap up the podcast. We're done here.
Wait.
What? Was there
Can
more?
we just go back? I want to go back.
What are we going back to?
One more shout out. State of the City address
Yep.
on March 4th. So it's going to be just a few days after you see this podcast. $17. Go check it out.
I'll be there. We'll be back sometime with episode 9 of the Parlor City Voice podcast, a podcast about in and around Bluffton. It's been a good time. Thanks for being here.
Just saying.
We'll see you next time.